Hi, I am Carla with a K, and I am going to talk to you about the one word philosophy that I have been using for the last 7 years. And I realize that I've got a lot of friends who I don't get to hang out with because we're all spread out all around. And I've never been able to fully explain to you and answer some of the questions you've had about this one word philosophy and what it's all about. So, what the one word philosophy is that it's not a New Year's resolution. I researched and quickly Googled almost 1 in 4 people quit their New Year's resolutions within the first week. Most quit before the end of January. 43% even just expect to fail by the end of February, and only 9% actually see their resolution completed. Now, I have been among that percentage who quits very early. I don't make my bed every day, read my Bible every day, go to the gym like I should. So I really like the one word philosophy because it's one word, it's simple, it's easy, it's direct, concise, and it's kind of just like your mantra for the year to be able to use that word and interpret it how you want. There are books, there are blogs, videos, guided journals to help you select your one word. I've never used any of them. You do when it comes to the one word philosophy. So, how I have actually used the one word in my daily life throughout the year is I really bought in college to a leadership class I had called Transformational Leadership, where part of the buy-in is the repetition of you remember those successories? They had the posters and you had pins and buttons, and so that works for me to be able to select my word. And my current word for the year is bloom. So this ring that I have is actually a primrose design. So when I look at it, I think of bloom. I've got the bloom. I found this at a thrift sale, and I had a vase and I put some fake flowers in, so I've got that. Um, I I have a necklace. Um, I put actually. I'm going to sidetrack here. Part of the reason why I selected the word bloom wasn't actually because of the pretty flowers. It was that my father had passed away the previous year, and then the following month, like my very best friend. And I was in a dark place. And that part about growth and being dug in a hole felt very warm and comforting. And there was this right here. I put the frame is my dad's. He won it in Boy Scouts years ago. My mom wanted to throw it out, and I'm like, no, I want it. And I found this saying. It says, "For a seed to achieve its greatest expression, it must come completely undone. The shell cracks, its insides come out, and everything changes. To someone who doesn't understand growth, it would look like complete destruction." Cynthia Ocieli. And that was the part about that blooming, that growth, that process that I really loved and focused on. And um, so it was part of my grief healing was really in part my word for the year. I actually I was talking with my therapist, and she's like, "Well, how do you really want to put that into practice?" And so for me, it was honoring my dad, honoring Jane, and working through my grief. That's what I really worked on this year. And I can happily say that I did honor my dad, honor Jane. I found ways to be able to do that continuously. And I'm no longer wanting the warmth of the darkness. I needed it for a while. I'm glad I had it. And I'm excited for a new year. And I'm excited for a new word. How I select my words. I pray about it. I there are lists online that you can go and select from. People pick it out of a hat. I look at the list and I narrow down some that speak to me. And then that's usually like almost October when I start doing that. And then I start looking for signs from the universe. What is it, that the pink elephant philosophy, where if you start to want to see something, you'll see it everywhere. So I start to look for those signs, and I keep narrowing down my list, and then it's like the word finds me. That's kind of how it happened for me for this year. So I started in 2016 with strength, and I had a bracelet that I wore every day that had the word strength on it. And then I had brave, focus, discipline. I loved my 2020 word because it was clarity, like clarity with your eyes, 2020 vision. I thought that was so clever. Who knew how 2020 was going to go down then? Then acceptance this year was bloom. And my 2023 word, drum roll, is going to be light. And it kind of came to me this is a Monet painting. I went to the interactive Monet experience in downtown Milwaukee, and I don't know, Monet spoke to me that he would paint the same exact setting, morning, noon, night, because the lighting was very different. So I wasn't quite sure what my word was going to be, because I narrowed it down to shine and reflect and sparkle, and then just light. I mean, light, just all of a sudden one day I'm like, it's light. It's got to be light. That's the way it is. And I got I'm going to continue to wear my ring because I love it and it sparkles, and so now it's going to remind me of light and being sparkly. And I'm planning to go down. Milwaukee has one Monet, but Chicago's got like a dozen, 20. I don't know. They've got a bunch. So I'm going to head down there and go see a whole bunch more of Monet paintings. I'm not even quite sure how else I'm going to integrate this word. I did find a light fixture that's got lots of sparkles and crystals and prism light with the rainbow. I'm excited to put that up. And I'm excited to see how I'm able to use light for this next year. So that's a little bit about the philosophy and how I use it, how I determine my word. And I'm wondering, do you currently follow the one word philosophy? Do you have a word? Has this video inspired you to think about a word, to try that philosophy? Skip the New Year's resolutions? If so, let me know. I'd love to know what your word is going to be, and how are you going to use it? Are you going to put up signs around your house? Are you going to use it to move through grief? Or are you going to use it to light? I don't know. Be happy. How are you going to use your word? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Enjoy your 2023 year. Blessings to everybody.